Chapter 5. It's very quiet. The light is muted. I am comfortable. I am warm. In this bed. I open my eyes, and for a moment I am tranquil and serene. Enjoying the strange, unfamiliar surroundings, I have no idea where I am. The headboard behind me is in the shape of a massive sun. It's oddly familiar. The room is large and airy and plushy, furnished in browns and golds and beiges. I have seen it before. Where? My befuddled brain struggles through its recent visual memories. Holy crap, I'm in the Heffman Hotel, in a suite. I have stood in a room similar to this with Kate. This looks bigger. Oh shit, I'm in Christian Grey's suite. How did I get here? Fractured memories of the previous night come slowly back to haunt me. The drinking. Oh no, the drinking. The phone call. Oh no, the phone call. The vomiting. Oh no, the vomiting. Jose and then Christian. Oh no. I cringe inwardly and don't remember coming here. I'm wearing my t-shirt, my bra and my pants. No socks, no jeans. Holy shit. I glance at the bedside table. On it is a glass of orange juice and 2 tablets. Advil. Control freak that he is, he thinks of everything. I sit up and take the tablets. Actually, I don't feel that bad. Probably much better than I deserve. The orange juice tastes divine. It's first quenching and refreshing. There's a knock on the door. My heart leaps into my mouth, and I can't seem to find my voice. He opens the door anyway and strolls in. Holy hell, he's been working out. He's in a grey sweatpant which hangs in a way off his hips, and a grey sleeveless t-shirt which is dark with sweat, like his hair. Christian Grey sweats. The notion. Does odd things to me. I take a deep breath and I close my eyes. I feel like a 2-year-old. If I close my eyes, then I'm not really here. Good morning, Anastasia. How are you feeling? Better than I deserve, I mumble. I peek up at him. He places a large shopping bag on a chair and grasps each end of the towel that he has around his neck. He's staring at me, grey eyes dark, and as usual, I have no idea what he's thinking. He hides his thoughts and feelings so well. How did I get here? My voice is small, contrite. He sits down on the edge of the bed. He's close enough for me to touch, for me to smell. Oh my, sweat and body wash and Christian. It's a heady cocktail. So much better than a margarita, and now I can speak from experience. After you passed out, I didn't want to risk the leather upholstery in my car taking you all the way to the apartment, so I brought you here, he says. Did you put me to bed? Yes, his face is impassive. Did I throw up? His voice is quieter. No. Did you undress me? I whisper. Yes, he quirks an eyebrow at me, as I blush furiously. We didn't, I whisper, my mouth drying in mortified horror, and I can't complete the question. I stare at my hands. Anastasia, you were comatose. Necrophilia is not my thing. I like my woman to be receptive, he says dryly. I'm so sorry. His mouth lifts slightly in a wary smile. It was a very diverting evening, not one that I'll forget in a while. Me neither. Oh, he's laughing at me, the bastard. I didn't ask him to come and get me. Somehow I've been made to feel like the villain of the piece. You didn't have to track me down with whatever James Bond gadgetry you're developing for the highest bidder, I snap. He stares at me, surprised, and if I'm not mistaken, a little wounded. First, the technology to track cell phones is available over the internet. Second, my company does not invest or manufacture any kind of surveillance devices. And third, if I hadn't come to get you, you'd probably be waking up in the photographer's bed. And from what I can remember, you weren't overly enthused about impressing his suite, he says acidly. Pressing his suite? I glance up at Christian. He's glaring at me, eyes blazing, aggrieved. I try to bite my lip, but I fail to repress my giggle. Which medieval chronicle did you escape from? You sound like a courtly knight. His mood visibly shifts. His eyes soften and his expression warms, and there's a trace of a smile. Anastasia, I don't think so. Dark Knight, maybe. His smile is sardonic as he shakes his head. Did you eat last night? His tone is accusatory. I shake my head. What major transgression have I committed now? His jaw clenches, but his face remains impassive. You need to eat, that's why you were ill. Honestly, it's drinking rule number 1. He runs his hand through his hair, and I know it's because he's exasperated. Are you going to continue to scold me? Is that what I'm doing? I think so. You're lucky I'm just scolding you. What do you mean? Well, if you were mine, you wouldn't be able to sit down for a week after the stunt you pulled yesterday. You didn't eat, you got drunk, you put yourself at risk. He closes his eyes, dread etched briefly on his face, and he shudders. When he opens his eyes, he glares at me. I hate to think what could have happened to you. I scale back at him. What is his problem? What's it to him? If I was, well, I'm not. Though maybe part of me would like to think I am. The thought pierces through the irritation I feel at his high-handed words. I flush at the waywardness of my subconscious. She's doing a happy dance in a bright red hula skirt, and the thought of being his. I would have been fine. I was with Kate. And the photographer, he snaps at me. Young Jose. I'll need to face him at some point. Jose just got out of line, I shrugged. Well, the next time he gets out of line, maybe someone should teach him some manners. You are quite a disciplinarian, I hiss. Oh, Anastasia, you have no idea. His eyes narrow, and then he grins wickedly. It's disarming. 1 minute I'm confused and angry, the next I'm gazing at his gorgeous smile. Wow, I am in trance, and it's because his smile is so raised, I quite forget what he's talking about. I'm going to have a shower, unless you'd like a shower first. He cocks his head to one side, still grinning. My heartbeat has picked up, and my medulla oblongata has neglected to fire any synapse to make me breathe. His grin widens, and he reaches over and runs his thumb down his cheek and across his lower lip. Breathe, Anastasia, he whispers, then stands back up. Breakfast will be here in 15 minutes. You must be famished. He heads into the bathroom and closes the door. I let out a breath that I've been holding. Why is he so damn attractive? Right now I want to go and join him in the shower. I have never felt this way about anyone. My hormones are racing. My skin tingles where his thumb traced over my face and lower lip. I'm squirming with a needy, achy discomfort. I don't understand this reaction. Desire. This is desire. This is what it feels like. I lie back on the soft feather-filled pillows. If you were mine, oh my, what would I do to be his? He's the only man who has ever set the blood racing through my body. Yet he's so antagonizing. He's difficult, he's complicated, he's confusing. 1 minute he rebuffs me, and the next sends me $14,000 bugs. Then he tracks me like a stalker, and for all that, I have spent the night in his hotel suite, and I feel safe, protected. He cares enough to come and rescue me from some mistakenly perceived danger. He's not a dark knight at all, but a white knight in shining, dazzling armour, a classic romantic hero, Sir Gawain or Sir Lancelot. I scramble out of his bed, frantically searching for my jeans. He emerges from the bathroom, wet and glistening from the shower, still unshaven, with just a towel around his waist, and there am I, all bare legs and awkward gawkiness. He's surprised to see me out of bed. If you're looking for your jeans, I've sent them to the laundry. His gaze is dark. They were spattered with your vomit. Oh, I flush scarlet. Why does he always catch me off balance? I sent Taylor out for another pair and some shoes. They're in the bag in the chair. Clean clothes. What an unexpected bonus. I'll have a shower, I mutter. Thanks. What else can I say? I grab the bag and dart into the bathroom, away from the unreeling proximity of naked Christian. In the bathroom, it's all hot and steamy. I strip off my clothes and quickly clamber into the shower, anxious to be under the cleaning stream of water. It cascades over me, and I hold up my face into the welcoming torrent. I want Christian Grey. I want him badly. Simple fact. For the first time in my life, I want to go to bed with a man. I want to feel his hands and his mouth on me. He said he likes his women sentient. He's probably not celibate then. But he's not made a pass at me, unlike Paul and Joe say. I don't understand. Does he want me? He wouldn't kiss me last week. Am I repellent to him? And yet I'm here, and he brought me here. I just don't know what his game is. What's he thinking? You've slept in his bed all night, and he's not touched you. Anna, you do the math. My subconscious has reamed her ugly snide head. I ignore her. The water is warm and soothing. I could stay under this shower, in this bathroom forever. I reach for the body wash and it smells of him. It's a delicious smell. I rub it all over myself. Fantasizing that it's him, rubbing this heavenly scented soap onto my body, across my breasts, over my stomach, between my thighs, with his long-fingered hands. Oh my heartbeat picks up again. This feels so good. Breakfast is here. He knocks on the door, startling me. Oh, okay. I shudder, and I'm yanked cruelly out of the erotic daydream. I climb out of the shower and grab 2 towels. I put my hair in one and wrap it up. I dry myself, ignoring the pleasurable feel of the towel rubbing against my oversensitized skin. I inspect the bag of jeans. Not only has Taylor bought me jeans and new Converse, but also a pale blue shirt, socks and underwear. Oh, mine a clean bra and pants. Actually, to describe them in such a mundane way does not do them justice. They are exquisitely designed, fancy European lingerie, all pale blue lace and finery. Wow, I am in awe and slightly daunted by the underwear. What's more, they fit perfectly, but of course they do. I flush to think of Buzzcut in some lingerie store buying this for me. I wonder what else is in his job description. I dress quickly. The rest of the clothing is a perfect fit too. I dry my hair and try desperately to bring it under control, but as usual it refuses to cooperate, and my only option is to restrain it with a hair tie, which I don't have. I should have one in my purse, wherever it is. I take a deep breath. Time to face Mr. Confusing. I'm relieved to find the bathroom empty. I hunt quickly for my purse, but it's not in here. Taking another deep breath, I enter the living area of the suite. It's huge. There's an opulent plush seating area, all over stuffed couches and soft cushions. An elaborate coffee table with a stack of large glossy books. A study area with the largest generation iMac an enormous plasma screen TV. Christian is sitting at the dining table on the other side of the room, reading a newspaper. It's the size of a tennis court, or something. Not that I play tennis, though I have watched Kate a few times. Shit, Kate. I croak. Christian peers up at me. She knows you're here and still alive. I texted Elliot. He says with just a trace of humour. Oh no, I remember her forever dancing on the night before. All her patented moves used with maximum effect to seduce Christian's brother. No less. What's she going to think about me being here? I've never stayed out before. She's still with Elliot. She's only done that twice before, and both times I've had to endure the hideous pink PJs for a week from the fallout. She's going to think I've had a one-night stand too. Christian stares at me imperiously. He's wearing a white linen shirt, collar and cuffs undone. Sit, he commands, pointing to the place at the table. I make my way across the room and sit down opposite him, as I've been directed. The table is laden with food. I didn't know what you like, so I ordered a selection from the breakfast menu. He gives me a crooked, apologetic smile. That's very prolific, you know, I murmur, bewildered by the choice, though I am hungry. Yes, it is. He sounds guilty. I opt for pancakes, maple syrup, scrambled eggs and bacon. Christian tries to hide a smile as he returns to his egg whites. The food is delicious. Tea, he asks. Yes, please. He passes me a small teapot of hot water, and on the saucer is a Twinings English breakfast tea bag. Geez, he remembers how I like my tea. Your hair's very damp, he scolds. I couldn't find the hairdryer, I mutter, embarrassed not that I looked. Christian's mouth presses into a hard line, but he doesn't say anything. Thank you for the clothes. It's a pleasure, Anastasia. That colour suits you. I blush and stare down at my fingers.